Sorry, my voice had left me for a moment. The storm was strong, a strong one, but
Yes,
I think the winds have subsided.
I will show you this quickly, but I think that you may have three other friends of yours that are visiting the city, and I wanted to be able to greet them. Do you know who may have been heading towards the city from the north?
I do not, though if it is being carried upon the winds, as I said, I smelled the mountain flowers upon the breeze. I believe Samara approaches.
Yes, I hope that it is Samara, because I would like to see. But yes, this is the atrocity that sits here underneath the slum. And this was closed off. This was a doorway to the sewers.
I see.
Bricked up.
I have seen several of these in the south. These pits of flame. The smell of putrid flesh. Burning
Yes,
flesh.
we are very concerned. We see something in the bottom of this pit. Does not look like coal.
I could
or
push her
wood.
in.
Human of
Yes.
charred remains.
Yes.
Let us head back up. The place is...
I assume the intention is to tear this down. To bring a few workers in
Yes.
and see to it that it is utterly destroyed.
Yes, it is a horrible place.
That is why, to me, the Temple of Yag, the Great Temple, must be struck against. They must be taught a lesson that they cannot do this to our cities. I'll just hang here for a moment. As I said,
Do not worry.
it is a feat of strength.
Yes. I'm usually climbing the walls.
Yeah, let us, yeah. But then perhaps
curious to see
they would
this.
be it would be a demonstration that Yagites will not be tolerated.
I agree. Because we feel that there are more, but now they are afraid to show themselves. Because of they know that we now know what will happen to...
But given that they have murdered your king, a response is
Yes,
required from the south, for sure.
Yes, that is very true.
Otherwise, your husband will be at jeopardy from the next Yagite.
Yes. Rothamon does not tolerate this at all. It has disturbed him deeply. That is why he meditates and mourns. Very close to the very devastating thing. So I must let him meditate.
Thought about it.
And commune with Set to see what should be done and how it all should be. We are not sure if we may send out a hunting party to search for these culprits that may be cause of our king's death, so that we may get answers. But sadly enough, we think that they are cowards and they have run too far away and are able to blend in with everyone.
Well, there are several that I have seen building homes in the desert sands, away from this place.
Ah, yes. Are you speaking of Vasily?
Yes. I have not met him myself, but I am rather I was interested in understanding what he may know.
Come, stand underneath the tree. Can be quite.
This is an old
yes,
tree.
he has quite a few. Yes, it is a very old tree. This is what I thought you were speaking of when you mentioned old trees. Because these trees definitely have deep roots. They are older than the palms that are around our oasis.
When I put my hand upon the axe, Ymir, I sense that his presence, his essence is not trapped within these. These may predate that.
Ah. So Ymir is very ancient, very ancient.
Yes. I believe.
Some have mistaken and thought that Ymir is a new god. But
I believe he was here before the other gods. I believe was not set when he was formed. Was not the earth already present?
Yes, it was. And he slithered through.
And yet, what I have read within the halls of the frozen temple is that Ymir, pieces of him were cast into the earth to form trees, to form the clouds, the winds.
Sounds like a creator.
It is an aspect of Ymir that I did not realize was there. But I suppose in some small way that was a consequence of the battle that he was enjoined between him and those that he fought against.
I'm learning a lot about Ymir, and I'm so grateful that you are sharing this with me. There are actually other priests and priestess who do not want to share. They covet that in fear. You seem very proud and sure of your God. And the stories are far more interesting in history than.
What do I have to fear except the cold frost and icy breath? I have nothing to fear, save for a death that will not lead me to the halls of my father.
You were speaking earlier of the
There is battle going on over there.
Let's see.
I do not know if those are your guards or what.
They may be rebels that have.
Set will glory in your death, like the Cobra Exiles.
You may want to get away from that house, by the way. I forgot the guards are in there.
It's all right. Are you okay?
You are a very fierce warrior. Thank you for saving my life. My husband would be ever so grateful.
It is all right. He looked like he challenged you quite a bit.
Ah, yes, he did. And I do better away with the bow. Would not have tried to approach him
I see.
with my sword. Are you okay?
I'm fine. He only slipped one blow upon underneath my armor plate.
And he was a strong warrior himself. The rebels that come from the city, they are quite few. That is, I usually have to perch upon one of the city buildings to defend myself with my serpent arrows.
Serpent arrows, you say? Lil Glez, welcome, man. Hope you're doing all right.
They are a gift from, like, I guess you would say that your axe is a gift from Ymir. For us, the set, we have gifts such as Kopesh and serpent arrows. They are made with snakes that are straight and hard and dipped poison. So when the arrow bites you, you receive jolt poison. And if the arrow does not kill you,
Ugh. Those sound great and terrible.
do not be afraid. They are good for situations like that, you know, for your enemy. But I'm sure that do you not have any type of special arrows? Does Ymir not make anything? I've heard of some type of ice arrow that you can have in them.
Ymir offers many blessings in the form of ice that he breathes upon or fuses with his essence, such as forgive me. This blade, forged of ice and steel within the great fire in the frozen temple of Ymir.
Yes, that blade is quite beautiful. It
There is someone
very
there.
powerful, but at the same time.
There was someone there who just scaled the building and jumped down in the slum area that we were just passing by. He jumped off of this large building and ran down.
I wonder if it's Trucio. Where did he run?
I only saw him that he dropped here off of this ledge, and I saw him briefly run this way, so I assume he went down, but I did not see where.
Petruso? Petruso, are you home?
But you see, I saw, when I pointed out the combat before, I saw someone who was fighting there. Not just a, perhaps he was fighting one of the what do you call them, renegades?
The rebels?
Yes. But I saw
Yes.
them, whoever it was, did a roll like a warrior might dodge a mighty blow of another.
Ah,
I do not think it was one of
that
the rebels.
sounds like Petruso. Yes, that sounds like Petruso. He is still trying to get quite a few seasons underneath his belt, so I know that he is out hunting and trying to build his skill up higher.
I see.
That is who you may. And he loves to roam through the slums.
Very well.
I have a feeling that
I was just concerned that it might be one of the others.
an intruder.
Yes.
Ah, thank you.
What was, which gate do you believe that Samara would arrive at?
Actually, I think she would arrive at this gate, the one that we entered in. So we could head there, back to the altar, thinking the same.
Ah, there they were. I believe I just saw the head of the person.